All right, guys, Carlos here. We're gonna show you. We took some factory OEM cats, and yes, they are expensive, but we needed to see what GM did inside these things to outperform, the aftermarket high flow cats. So as you can see, GM. I don't have a tape here, but it's a very large diameter. You can see how they filled that honeycomb quite a bit. Obviously, we don't know what's inside there, why they keep making good power, but we did cut this open, and we just want to look inside. We notice it's kind of machined or shaped in a way where the O2 sensor is not sucking up heat. I'm sure it's some kind of GM trick that they know they could do. So we cut this open for you guys. We definitely don't encourage you to try this, but we wanted to show you guys what it looks like inside. Weight wise, I don't know, maybe 20 pounds, 23 pounds, something like that. Not very heavy. Probably most of it is going to be the material inside of it, and GM use very heavy duty flanges. So we're gonna take these out, take a look inside and see why they perform so well. Just stay tuned, see what we can find. All right, so here we go, guys. We end up taking the material out of these. We took all the honeycomb out. This is the piece that I was saying with the O2 sensor, where GM, I think, is keeping the heat away from the O2 sensor. I'm not sure if every manufacturer does the same thing, but this would have gone something like that. And the O2 sensor sits in there and like that. So for a single catalytic converter, it was we took about 6.5 pounds out of it. That's how much the material that was inside of it was. Try not to breathe this. What's surprising about these is, like, GM went from 5.5 inches, 5 inches to a very small in and out diameter here, and surprisingly these perform really well. We've seen, this is a Camaro head. This is a Camaro. This application is for a Camaro. This is not for a C8. But we've seen some companies use these to for the C8 stuff, and they don't see huge gains from it. And as you can see, this is a high flow cat. This is particularly made from Cooks, and it's pretty interesting to see that GM can make a lot of power with the OEM stuff. So we're gonna put this back together. We're gonna test it on an off-road vehicle and see what kind of power and what kind of noises we get from it. We've done a few cars now with high flow cats with Corsa exhaust, and they sound pretty awesome, pretty badass. So we want to see what we can do with the off-road package and see what kind of power we can make and what kind of sounds we can get from it. So just stay tuned. This YouTube thing got me saying stay tuned, but just keep up. All right, so now we got these all welded back up. Obviously the honeycomb's out. So now we're really excited to see what kind. Obviously they're gonna get louder. So the first thing for us is see how much more power we can gain from not having honeycomb. A lot of these aftermarket companies are saying that the straight pipes are making X amount of power. Luckily we have an in-house dyno. We're gonna test that here before it goes on the road and see what it is. It is fairly lighter. So I think part of why GM was having a lot of success with these is the big diameter of the overall size of the cat. So stay tuned and we see what kind of power it is, and probably have a lot of fun driving this thing on the road. It will be loud. So stay tuned.